season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check, check, lucky. Showing up. Check. Check, hot. Bang. Tight dog. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Alabama. 72.
Brady gives to Michel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check your hot read. Hatchery.
Check 50. Check 50. Hey, ball 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Right there.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a run.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58, boy, 58.
Go.
Allen throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
58 Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That one caught by Gibson. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
A gain of 15. First down, Bills.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On play action, Allen on the move to his left. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
So now the Bills are going to line up here to go for 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him, really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Star Latulele in on the tackle. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Wait, that's 53!
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Shadow! 58 is a mic. Go 58.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check it, reload!
On play action, now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And what's that? And what's the ball? Check, Sunday. Watch the safety creep. Check 4, check 4.
Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Safety screaming. Jim, 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 Jim. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Open man here is Foster. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Motion, motion, motion.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's right, man.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam, slam. Check safety, check safety.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
58, come on. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Chance. All 52. Pass. Get one.
On first down, Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Don't go this way.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait, that 53! I'm coming!
Here's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cameron Meredith. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Check.
Switch. 36.
Protein spill.
Check 6, go.
Gun.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Let's go on. No, 66. Buzz.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Woo-hoo. Motion.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Kill, kill, kill. Watch twist. Watch twist.
72. No, 66.
On first down, Michelle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Wait, 10, 29. Alpha.
Watch the run. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crap.
72.
To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Star Latulele. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Alert! Hey, zoom.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Here we go, here we go.
49. 49, guys. Mike.
Check it, reload.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 49.
Hey, 66.
49.
Wait, hit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on first down. Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. Allen now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Motion, 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 motion.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Allen. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
X3, 218, chop.
Switch, switch, switch. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense, middle. Pick it up, D.
Regular.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Allen throwing on second down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Alert 3. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Alert!
Yeah, let's get that ball right here. 58, right over there, right over
Hey,
there.
high 7.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Allen now operating from the gun, being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Alert!
Allen. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Back now in Foxborough, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Brady to Michelle on the screen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you. leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go Bandit! Hey, team 6! Team 6!
To throw again. Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, both 66.
24.
Hey, Delta.
Lucky. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, Alabama. I'm going sugar.
From the gun, it's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Brady now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This complete to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Tight dog. 58.
Bravo.
Rip.
Now Brady again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Gostkowski for the point after. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
50. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Got one.
Come.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And this one caught by Beasley. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Alpha.
From the gun, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Gore. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Twist. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Come to my world. We walk out.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 51. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Clap.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Brady. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Brady, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it's going to be second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
50. Mike, 58, right there. He can't hang.
Hey, hold.
Shift. Watch the slant.
Motion. Half 10. Go.
Allen to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Alert!
Hey, wahoo! 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. Me and you all day. I'm coming up.
To throw is Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. On the ground, this is Michel. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. First throw of overtime for Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there in overtime. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Sugar, sugar!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Pilot, 64, weak.
A give to Michelle running right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Get off the field. Check, 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 check. Check, check.
Fire!
Quick dance. Go. Check, check, check.
Again, it's Michelle. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. In this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Pats, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get